start of the set. Okay.
Makes sense as a stage. I know both characters do quite enjoy this level. Shorter ceiling lets both of their kill options come in online a little bit sooner. It's not like you're going to want to go to triplets against Mario. Oh, here we go, though, getting himself already a bit of a lead.
Oh, I actually like that from Ansai, just telling Abadango to go ahead and get off of him. All right, has him at the ledge already. Is Ansai going to go with? Ooh, he's going to get clipped by the neutral instead, and we are back in the neutral now. And where are we going to go ahead and lead into Ansai leading in with those double backers? But right now, both of them just kind of trading blows.
And we already see Ansai respecting the landing options, like you were saying, from Aba, right? He's usually waiting his shield, right? They're actually just trying to jump out and being caught by that dare preemptively. But the advantage state is something that you can definitely leverage. Aba right now testing his Ansai's reflexes with that Shadow Ball and coming out profitable that first time. Still something he has to be careful about, because if that gets reflected, he is a goner.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, he's not, because he has his own reflect. Never mind.
Speaking of the reflect, is just going to get spot toss immediately in the up smash online for Ansai.
Yeah. He's at 97%, and Mewtwo is still a powerhouse. And once again, Town and City going to mean that this stock can't afford that much more punishment. These falling downers actually paying off really big for Aba's descents right now.
I mean, it's a move that's actually very tricky to go ahead and try to punish, just because Aba can just move to either side of his shield. So it becomes a cross-up of its own. Plus, there's a lot of stun on it at that. It is one of Mewtwo's strongest aerials.
That up throw, though, is going to do the trick, evening up the stocks down to 1 apiece. And Aba immediately just heading back to the corner of the stage, giving Mario this whole distance to have to run through. Trying to intercept the jump in right there by going in with the Nair, but Ansai doing a double jump instead, catching him off guard. Still going to be picked off by those Shadow Claws, though.
Oh, and Abadango was trying to go for another up tilt, but going to get clipped by Ansai instead. Ansai using the cape. That shield was almost destroyed.
Yeah, Aba not quite ready for that and ended up retreating, I think trying to power shield it. And immediately afterwards, yeah, Ansai applying that pressure because that shield is so small, it's not covering Mewtwo's body anymore.
No, I mean, that was a quick shield poke out from the neutral air, but now Abadango's shield is intact, but Ansai was able to go ahead and push himself out to a nice lead.
Yeah, getting himself a solid 93% onto Aba's Mewtwo. Again, this is the second lightest character in the game. You really can't afford to be taking any hits.
Another down tilt. Abadango trying to stay underneath Ansai to get something going, but now he's just tossing out these Shadow Balls. Jump back, forward air, gonna get shielded, and yet another up smash online for Ansai.
Yeah, perfectly lining up that power shield too to make sure that the back of his head was facing Aba so that the up smash could hit him as soon as possible in that situation. And of course, Aba taking some time to think to himself. Again, Abadango having so many characters at his disposal. Looking like, yeah, he wants to stick with the Mewtwo. That was still pretty close. It just that situation kind of got out of control. The moment his shield got too small, he wasn't able to disengage Ansai well, and Ansai was able to pile on so much damage after that.
Yeah, I mean, the game was very close. It came down to the last hit situation. Abadango was taking that to an account. He's like, all right, I don't feel like I need to go ahead and bust out the Bayonetta. I don't feel like I need to bust out any of these characters. Additionally, this is a best-of-5 set, so even if he really wants to, he can go and switch right after this. You never know, but Ansai already coming out, to an explosive start. 46% already racked up onto Abadango. 66 now after a couple of those up airs. Actually trading with the neutral air. Yeah,
that's a huge win to trade with that thing, because each take of the shocks, they can only do like 2 or 3%. You absolutely will take that. They're going to go straight for forward throw for damage and a little bit of positioning, but we're already at 87% and the game's only just started. And the thing that's scary is, like, we know the up smash can come out at any time if Aba's not careful with how he's been landing. And we already see it come out trying to intercept that rising aerial.
Yeah, he's waiting for the air dodge down. He was like, do it. You know you want to. Now, at the same time, Ansai has been on the lookout for those landings from Abadango. We've seen him a lot of times already here in the set, is that he's kind of just been standing there, waiting to see where he is going to go ahead and spot dodge or anything else. And right there, he ends up air dodging down to that corner. He's got the pivot grab and the back throw to take away.
And right now, Ansai looking very much in control of this game and of this set, really. Like, it's not, not to make it sound like it's a steamroll or anything, but he seems to have a very solid game plan on what he wants to do. But Aba's actually turning it up a bit, or rather turning it down, just staying back, using these retreating fairs and these down tilts instead to just keep control of this neutral, as opposed to letting it get to that disadvantage to begin with. we're seeing less of him just like jumping in with nairs, and like nair more is just purely a punish tool.
Is he landing down? Ooh, we went for the reverse hitbox. A lot of knockback, but just not enough to take it away.
Yeah, it was a clever idea, though, because of the amount of rage he had. Nah, the full multi-hit's connected that time. But the forward smash to catch the landing with the charge.
With authority coming out from Anti, just exploding on Abadango, going up 2-0 in this set.
Looking so in control right there. Just to know, like, he's not coming down with an aerial. I've scared him enough. Like, that would have also covered air dodge landing, as well as just like, I can throw out this forward smash. I have him on the ropes right now.
No, honestly, this just comes down to Anti's pacing. The way he is just playing this set, he is not allowing Abadango to really establish himself to the way that he wants to play, because Abadango hasn't been able to sit there, get the shadow balls up, kind of just use that down tilt to his advantage like he hinted at before the set to get that disjoint. But Anti has been out of the space and in his face at the same exact time. He was like, all right, I know what 3 options you want to do. If I take away 2 of them, what are you going to do to me? Nothing.
And in response, I was like, you're right. You've got my Mewtwo figured out. I'm going to bring out the Witch now. Take out his Bayo. Absolutely a strong, formidable character as well. And, I mean, considering the way that previous game went, where Anti was in that level of control, understanding all those options, you got to do it, man. You absolutely should switch out to
And it's already a huge difference. Yeah. Look at this. 83-0 already here in Game 3.
Yeah, such a strong start.
But you cannot count out Anti. Anti has already shown that he can take out a number of Bayonettas, even in this season. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
what got a lock after that, too. Great awareness out there from Anti.
Yeah, getting himself 54% on the board, just keeping this from being as lopsided as it looked. Only a 25% difference now, really. And here we go.
Down smash is going to do it. And even after that fantastic start from Abadango, Anti putting out that flame with a fire of his own.
Yeah. Very fantastic stuff. Look, once again, looking so strong. And I like how he's just building up Flood, just using it to just keep Aba away, just annoy him at this point.
Ooh, early up B to go ahead and just push Abadango out from him. I mean, Flood is a fantastic option here, really, in this matchup, just because it doesn't allow Bayonetta to land where she wants, to cross up your shield.
Yeah, especially when she wants to land in such a way where she has a lot of special end lag. For example, you can deny her a very safe landing and even shove her off stage.
Abadango getting a back throw, and Anti is going to get sniped. Wasn't ready for that bullet climax.
And Aba being able to take that stock really quickly, only with like 10% on him now. But Anti looking so much more ready to go for this tempo than he was at the beginning of this game. And that's part of the benefit of switching characters, is you're forcing your opponent to switch up their matchup knowledge on the fly faster than maybe they're used to. But, I mean, Anti's now had 2 minutes of fighting Bayo, and he's looking so much more in control for it.
Anti tried to run up for a grab. Thought Abadango was going to pick a defensive option, but Abadango immediately going for that Witch Twist. Didn't get really anything out of it.
Down tilt. Yeah, pick up that landing right there. Good SDI by Anti. Going to be forcing just another afterburner kick and no more damage on him.
Oh, again, the Flood already coming out. Forcing Abadango back into the air, and the trade actually sent Anti right out. Ooh, running up. Almost got that up smash, barely offline.
The reads are absolutely still there, and Anti's momentum surely looking to pay dividends in this game, potentially letting him take it as a 3-0.
Knew the witch time was coming, went up with that air dodge, just so we can go ahead and recover right afterwards. Fantastic stuff from Anti.
Just looking for these back airs right now, just the safest of pokes and getting inside of this space.
That should have been a back air. Abadango was trying to go ahead and slip right behind him to get that, but unfortunately he's not. But a forward throw is going to be online, and Abadango reclaiming the lead and the back air and getting himself on the board.
Yeah, that platform actually helped out Aba's edge guard game so much, because he was able to land there first and then jump, which then means he can still use his double jump to keep hovering around Anti to bait out that air dodge and get exactly the back air punish he wanted. So even if Anti did a later timing for what he was looking for, Aba could still exist in the air. That was really smart placement by him.
All right, but here we go. Going into Game 4 now. Anti sticking with the Mario and running into Smashville. All right, Flood already online. Definitely need to go ahead and toss the Super Soaker out a couple of times. All right, here we go. Already leading into a grab. Ooh, went for a re-grab, but Abadango had the awareness, immediately mashing that jump out.
Just going to head right back to that platform. I mean, honestly, against Mario, like, you don't want to land on the same plane as him. So just going to be landing on that platform time and time again. But, I mean, as time goes on, Anti's probably going to be covering that a lot more, too. Just trading Nair into up tilt over and over again, these guys. And
it was never in your favor, Anti. I think that's the worst part. He's like, I just want to land, Bayo, please. Ooh, couple of up airs. I thought he was going to finish it off with a super jump punch just to get that damage, but went for another up air, expecting an air dodge, possibly.
Oh, there we go. Gets the scoop.
That's going to get that back air, getting that damage that he needs. Up smash possibly? No. Abadango just jumping right away, and Ansai not even going for it.
Oh,
there it is.
The perfect up smash, just covering the exact jump landing that I was looking for. And like, there were so many different places Bayo could have landed there. Like, there might have been an afterburner kick or something else, but Ansai was ready to go with the immediate landing option.
Ooh, Ansai ends up going with the cape right there at the ledge, expecting Abadango to come up aggressively with a forward air or even possibly an afterburner kick just to send in the opposite direction. That's going to be something Abadango has to look out for. The longest lasting nair of my life I've ever seen right there, and Ansai almost lost the stock for it.
Yeah, that's the benefit for Abo, just waiting so patiently and knowing the anti-air up tilt always going to be able to come out. But those up airs coming out to play by Ansai.
Oh, and actually ending in that fireball. Ansai was just really trying to get some type of damage at the end and also just reset the neutral, but also put himself kind of in advantage just because in that state, Abadango would have to either react to it or shield.
Already 85% now, Ansai at 135, and that's not in a position to die from a throw yet. Ansai waiting in patiently by the ledge for whatever the edge guard Abadango pulls out, and now it's his turn to cover it. This time...
Oh, and that up smash was online, but Abadango able to sneak in that neutral air right before it came out. Also sneaking in that forward air.
We're just going to probably see just one more up smash threatening by Ansai. Oh, just barely out of range from the grab, but 107%. Against a Rage Mario at this point, like, back air is going to be killing. This is Smashville.
Back throw actually might be able to go ahead and kill from the middle of the stage as well. Trading with that up air, almost dying, yet another up air coming out. You can't take too many more of those. A back air. That's going to be it. Ansai taking it over Abadango 3-1.
Very, very good stuff. Ansai looking clean for one of the last few events for this PGR Season 5. Going to be sending Abadango again to this terrifying losers bracket, a place that no mortal will ever